It's March Madness, which means the Extra Point is here to cover it, starting right now. Back to another episode of The Extra Point. I'm your host, Kate Woynerowski, and with me tonight, I have Ariana Pensy, Daniel Dungan, and Griffin Barfield. Welcome back, everyone, to the show. It's March Madness time, which is always exciting, but we've got to talk about other things first. Let's start with the World Baseball Classic. Last night, Edwin Diaz, closer for the Mets, he got into a little bit of an injury. He's now out for 6 to 8 months after celebrating their victory again for Puerto Rico. So guys, what is your hashtag for this? He's out 6 to 8 months with a right knee injury after celebrating a victory. Come on. Oh, man. Ariana, I'm going to start with you. What is your reaction to this?
R.I.P. Met. I mean, that's just rough, losing your closer in a celebration of all things. I mean, you just won, and now you're done.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Yeah.
Daniel.
I went sad. Like, I mean, you got the dub, but now you're injured in the quarterfinals when your team needs you. Yeah, it just sucks when crazy things like that happen.
Yep. Griffin, our Mets fan over here, how are you feeling right now?
I'm crushed. My hashtag was #SadTrumpet. Citi Field will not hear the trumpet when he walks in to pitch the ninth inning anymore. And he's arguably one of the best closers in baseball. And the Mets obviously were planning to win now, go for that World Series, and without their star closer, I don't really know what they're going to do. So it's awful to see. Injuries suck.
Yep. No, it really does. Someone was saying last night that this is the most Mets thing to ever happen, and then someone else said, I think Cespedes breaking his ankle in a wild boar accident at his ranch really takes it home for the Mets. So, hey, it's either or. You never know. I'm sorry, Griffin. All right, let's move on now from that to some NFL free agency. Guys, this is getting interesting. Yesterday, we had Aaron Rodgers say he intends to go to the Jets. The New York Jets fans probably have no idea what to think right now. Guys, what are your hashtags for this? Oh, Ariana, let's go Bears.
Yeah, as a Bears fan, I am so glad that he is gone. I can't stand him. Been watching him for years being good. Go to another conference. Get out of here. Let's go.
All right, Daniel.
RIP Patriots. I was watching the McAfee show and he announced it, and I was so sad because the Patriots are officially the worst team in the AFC East.
Oh no.
So we need a wide receiver. We need other pieces just to come together. But man, it hurts to watch this.
See, now you're feeling Ariana's pain.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to my world.
I mean, 6 Super Bowls. I guess I can still be happy.
Hey, I guess you're right, but you never know. Maybe you're not the worst team.
We still got Belichick and a really good defense.
Yeah, exactly. And
maybe Rodgers is, maybe he is too old to play.
Well, did you see him in 2022? I mean, Justin Fields got a larger share of the MVP than he did. So.
No, that's true. I mean, you never know. Aaron Rodgers, there's always drama with him. You never know that could be the same for the Jets. But, Griffin.
Speaking of drama, he made a LeBron move. I mean, there were 500,000 people on Pat McAfee's show watching him just talk about what was going on, and like I watched it live, Daniel watched it live, and he went on for like 10, 15 minutes about just like being in the darkness, and then at the end he's like, yeah, I want to go to the Jets. Like that's the most like, not like Hollywood, but it's one of the like, it's something LeBron would do. Like he would do that. So it's just funny to me because people were calling him like LeBron 2.0, like wish LeBron, that type of stuff. So it's funny to me.
No, you're right. It's pretty funny in my honest opinion.
The ditch my phone number was pretty.
Yes, the Adam Schefter part was hilarious. I mean, basically Aaron Rodgers was saying that he told Adam Schefter to lose his number, and he was going to tell Diane Rothstein or someone the same thing. And then Adam Schefter came down and confirmed it with that text, and that was pretty legendary in my honest opinion. So, hey, gotta love the drama. Let's continue with the NFL draft. So, the Carolina Panthers decided to take the number 1 pick from the Bears. What are your reactions to this? I can tell you. Carolina Panthers fans, I don't know what to say here.
Well, I'm a happy person. I have a wide receiver, okay? DJ Moore, he may have only had 888 receiving yards last year, but that's way more than any Bears receiver. Our leading receiver was our tight end. I have a receiver. Justin can throw to somebody. You know, I mean, I'm ecstatic, and we have a bunch of draft picks. This is the best thing that could have happened for the Bears. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm excited for you guys. Daniel.
Hashtag let's go. Yeah, the Bears are pretty much set up for the next 3 years when it comes to draft picks. So they can become and stay relevant. That's if they become relevant.
Hey.
I'm sorry, it's hard to trust
Hey.
the Bears.
Okay, I get that, but like, we just made the playoffs a few years ago. You know, 2020, we were
That
there.
was with a totally
Money
different
Mitch.
team.
2018, we were there. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, now we
Maybe.
just need a kicker. and
I'll
we're gonna
believe
go.
it when I see it. But the pieces are there,
Yeah.
and they're ready. So are the Panthers. Panthers are picking up Miles Sanders and a few defensive players. And they got the number 1 overall pick, which they're obviously going to take a quarterback, which is going to fit under, who's the coach? Frank Reich?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Frank Reich gets to
Yeah.
mold him into whatever he wants to do. So I'm ready for that too.
All right. Griffin.
I love the move for both sides. Obviously, you know, for the Bears, they trade down, they get a receiver, like Ariana said. It works out perfectly if they want to keep trading down, get some more pieces. Feel free. But for the Panthers, they get their franchise guy. Whether if it's Richardson or Stroud, they moved just because of the combine. I think, you know, it's great just to start up another organization with a new coach. I like it for both teams.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. I think it will be interesting for both teams, and I think they both are on the come up, especially the Bears. I really like what the Bears have been doing, so I cannot wait to see how the results are on the field for the Bears. So we'll see. All right, moving on now. The Dolphins. They made a big acquirement. They acquired Jalen Ramsey in exchange for tight end Hunter Long and a 3rd-round pick. All right, guys, what are your hashtags for this?
Defense. You know, I mean, it's all about defense for the Dolphins. You know, Tua is honestly a question mark for them with the concussions that he had last season. You need to invest in your defense if you're going to have a shot in this division, especially with Rodgers probably coming to the division. You need defense. You need people who can cover the receivers, like Garrett Wilson and others in that division, Stephon Diggs. You know, this is a great move for them. Personally, I didn't really get it for the Rams. I mean, I get you want the 3rd-round pick, but it's Jalen Ramsey. I felt like he was maybe worth a little bit more.
All right, Daniel.
Rip Patriots again.
And I like how you changed your hashtag in the middle of that too.
At first it was just big oof, but yeah, this is a great move. Great move by the Dolphins. They got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Ramsey, Tua when he's healthy. It's a solid team if they can just stay healthy.
All right, Griffin. I'm so sorry for you, Daniel. By the way, this whole episode. I mean,
It's a bombshell.
It's like the era is closed, and this is the hell that I'm in.
You had an era for 20 years.
Yeah,
okay?
it wasn't long enough.
My team had an era for one.
Should have lasted my whole life. Yeah.
We had an era for 1 year, and I wasn't even born yet. Let another team shine.
Nah, we need more.
No, you don't. Like Griffin shine. Those Giants.
Giants.
They
Hey, they
saved
beat
our
us.
Darren
sanity.
Waller.
We gave them
Darren
2
Waller.
Super Bowls. They had their time.
Yeah.
We need it back.
Griffin.
I said hashtag loaded division. This is like the division of death. I mean, we just talked about the Jets with Rodgers. The Bills are the Bills. They're obviously going to be good for the next few years. And now the Dolphins, they load up that defense to go with that high-powered offense. And then the Patriots, I mean, they've done some damage. They've been not mediocre, but they've made the playoffs. Not last season, but the season before that. They've always been on the bubble, so it's truly anybody's game, especially with all these incredible players and coaches in there.
They lost to the Bears though last season. The Bears.
Who did?
The Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
On Monday Night Football. It was bad.
Oh, the worst. See, I
true.
forgot about the game because the Raiders
didn't.
game was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was like, that
How do you
was the
feel about
moment.
losing Jacoby Myers to the Raiders?
I was pretty mad because I feel like he's better than Juju, but I don't even know about that anymore.
I forgot you got TikTok boy.
We got TikTok boy. Hopefully Belichick will get him to stop doing that, but I don't think anybody can stop Juju from TikTok.
If Belichick can stop Juju, he is the official GOAT. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
By all accounts, I think he would be the GOAT. All right, moving on now. We're going to throw in some quick NBA pick'ems. So we're going to start with the Sacramento Kings traveling to Brooklyn to take on the Nets tonight, 7:30. The Kings are just coming off a thrilling victory in Chicago over the Bulls. Do they carry that same momentum with them tonight in Brooklyn? Oh, Griffin, you say yes. Okay, why? If you have a why, of course.
Let's light the beam. I know the Kings are, I think, second in the Western Conference, if not top 3 in the West. And that's crazy. Sacramento have been pretty poor, mediocre, but now they're kind of in the startup. And against a Nets team that I don't know if it's rebuilding, they're competing for a playoff spot, but I'm just going to go with the more reliable pick here, and I'm going to take the Kings.
All right, Daniel. See, you also have a crown with your...
Yeah, that's what I tried to draw, and then I tried to write Kings, but it doesn't even look like that either.
I got it.
It turned out.
Okay,
It's not bad. Go ahead.
we're
It's
getting
good.
there. We're getting there.
It's better than me.
This is what I came to college for.
Kings, I mean, I guess momentum is so huge in sports. I just feel like you got the momentum now, you're going to keep it going.
Yep. No, exactly. You know what? Absolutely. You're so right about that. We'll see what happens tonight. All right, moving on now to 2 struggling teams. We've got the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers tomorrow night at 10:30 in LA. The Mavericks are just coming off a win at San Antonio. They went to overtime, so not encouraging, while you have the Lakers, who are also struggling as well. Guys, who do you have in this battle? Ooh, okay. Griffin, I'm going to start with you again because you picked the Mavs. Posing choice over here.
I didn't really do my research when it came to NBA, but I'm gonna go with star power, and I think if anyone on the floor can change a game, what did you say tomorrow night?
Yep, tomorrow night.
If any player can change a game tomorrow night, it's gonna be Luka Doncic or Kyrie Irving. So I'm just gonna go with that constant star power. They can change a game. So hey, let's run with the Mavs.
All right, Ariana, I'm going to start with you here. Why the Lakers?
Honestly, I mean, I just chose the Lakers because LeBron. Let's be honest. I mean, I don't follow the NBA as closely as the NFL, and if there's 2 struggling teams, I'm going to go with where LeBron is.
Okay, that's fair. I get that. Daniel?
I forgot about the Luka. I didn't know the Mavs had Luka and Kyrie. I just knew they were on the same team. So they don't have a whole lot of depth. I think I'll stick with the Lakers because of LeBron, and LeBron I trust. So.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, moving on now to the Nuggets at the Knicks. Saturday, 1 o'clock match. The Nuggets, they're kind of on a 4-game losing streak, so do they take that into Madison Square Garden and beat the Knicks? Or do they continue their woes? All right, Ariana?
Knicks. Okay, first, I don't like the Nuggets. Okay, so I'm going to pick the Knicks anyway. But like I said earlier, momentum. It's so key in any sport. If you don't have it, it's just going to keep hurting you.
Yep.
So, sorry, Nuggets. It's the Knicks.
Daniel.
Don't know why, but give me them Dino Nuggies. I don't know.
Hey, they're
They
cool.
got a better record.
Yeah, that's fair. Griffin.
I took the Knicks. Like Ariana said, momentum is key in sports. And if you're going to one of the greatest sporting venues in the world to break a 4-game losing streak, personally, I don't think that happens, especially against a playoff caliber team. So I'll go with the Knicks.
All right. Well, speaking of momentum, I absolutely love that you guys brought that up. We are now moving into March Madness, where momentum is so important. Guys, we're going to start with some bracket busters, because I can tell you, actually right now my bracket is perfect. I am going to say that as of now. I have a perfect bracket. Cannot believe it, especially because Princeton could have broken me, but they didn't. So, guys, let's talk about some bracket busters over here. We have Furman taking down UVA earlier today. What are your takes on that?
I don't know how you're perfect. I salute you.
Yeah, you are amazing over there.
That's wild.
You know
Yeah.
what's so funny? I actually I did a regular bracket, and that I've been so on. I think I've gotten 2 wrong, and then I decided to do this one for fun, and that's been my perfect bracket so far. So I have no rhyme or reason for how I've been perfect, honestly, and I cannot tell you how I picked any of those games. Except maybe the Princeton one. I think I picked that because I had no trust in Arizona, honestly. But I honestly cannot tell you how I did that, honestly. So I do want to say the Furman game, something that really stuck out to me was UVA's 3-throw shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that really took them down in the end. What do you guys think?
For me, what kind of just came, because I picked Furman. I thought, I have a couple upsets in my bracket. I thought Furman was a big one, especially Virginia's been bounced out a lot recently, all of us despite their national championship run. But what came out to me, like what surprised me the most was their guard, Kihei Clark. He's a graduate. He was on that championship winning team, and he threw. I don't know if you watched the play, but he had guys surrounded around him, and he threw the ball like over his head to find a player, and it was stolen by Furman. Guy went up, shot the 3, and he missed a couple free throws down the stretch as well. So that was just kind of my biggest take, that usually experienced guards, take you far in this tournament, and he did not do the job, which, frankly, I was very surprised by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they were saying earlier as well that their best 3-throw shooter is actually their center, and he's the 79% 3-throw shooter. So if that tells you anything, I don't know what else does. That was my biggest thing with UVA, and why they probably weren't going to go deep into the tournament was because of stuff like that, of course. But yeah, I think that pick was awful at the end, in my honest opinion. But got to give credit to Furman. Great defense there. Any other opinions on that game?
Yeah, I had Virginia going to the Sweet 16 in pretty much all of my brackets. So that just killed it, immediately. They were all done for because of that. I was watching that moment when he threw it back and the Furman guy caught it and shot the 3. I was screaming no so loud that the people above my dorm were banging on the I was like, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had Virginia going just as far as you did, and, well, Princeton ruined my bracket a bit more because I had Arizona winning.
Lord.
So, I just really got hurt by these bracket busters today.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's talk about that Princeton game because I have no clue how they pulled that off. I mean, heck, I don't know why I even picked that more so. I think I just didn't have faith in Arizona, to be honest with you. But what are your takes on that game?
Well, I guess for me, watching the game, Arizona had so many opportunities, and they just failed. They failed. They just, I think momentum was a big thing in that one, but they had so many opportunities just to take a shot to kind of maintain their lead, get that momentum back on their side, and they couldn't do it. They just couldn't get a shot. And for a team that's averaged over 80 points a game and you only score 55, what happened?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question.
What happened?
It was as painful as the Charleston game. So,
Yeah.
that Charleston game, did any of you guys have them upsetting San Diego State today?
I did.
In like
I
one
did.
bracket.
I did,
But-
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for you
I
guys.
had, I had faith for a while there that Charleston would do it, and, then
They
my faith
missed-
died.
They missed like, I don't know, 15 shots in the
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. I just thought I did like a little research going into this game because I know Charleston was such a huge upset. Like it was such a popular upset to happen. Also because like all the Mountain West statistics, like they haven't won a game since like 2019 or 2020 or something like that. But I just thought that the matchup didn't work well for them. I don't think it did. I think they were great defense, great defending the 3-point shot. They were gritty, and like that game got physical. And I decided to go with them. They were my Sweet 16, and
They're in mine too.
kudos to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great game to watch. It was physical, it was fun, it was charismatic.
Yeah.
All you want, March.
Yep. No, exactly. You're absolutely right. Well, let me ask this. Who do you think will go farther? Do we have Furman or Princeton going farther into the tournament?
If any team does it, if either team gets to the Sweet 16, I think it will be Furman. I don't think, because Arizona were pretty dormant when it came to the offense, and Missouri shot the lights out. They were just dominant over Utah State. I think if any team makes to the Sweet 16 out of those two, it would be Furman. I think they would have a better chance of beating San Diego State, but I think Missouri goes to the Sweet 16 and beats Princeton. When would that be? Saturday?
I think so.
Saturday?
Yeah. it would have to be.
Anything can happen, though. Don't take my word for it, but if any team does it, it's Furman.
Yeah.
Sorry, who does Furman play again?
It's San Diego State.
Yeah, I would pick Furman. over
Yeah,
that.
I'd also
Yeah.
pick Furman.
That's fair. I would
To go
not blame you
further.
guys
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I think they're really well coached and all that. Is there any team you think will make noise tomorrow in particular? I'm trying to think of who even plays tomorrow. My honest opinion for Friday. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Who do you guys have as your final 4 picks in your brackets?
I got Houston, Bama, Purdue, UCLA. I think
Okay.
that's my main bracket that's still okay.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Griffin?
My final 4 is Alabama, Texas, Duke, and UConn.
Ooh, okay, Ariana.
My final 4 kind of got shot because I had Arizona. So I guess to replace them, I would put Alabama. My original bracket, I had Arizona beating Alabama in an upset, but that can't happen. So Alabama. I had Gonzaga making a run. I'd have to look back at the other 2 teams. I just remember my final matchup. I had Arizona and Gonzaga,
That's
but
fair.
yeah, but it's not happening now. So let's go Alabama and Gonzaga.
Well,
But, you know.
I was gonna say you still have Gonzaga.
Yeah,
You
I
still
have
do.
Gonzaga.
So not awful. I mean,
No.
I have Alabama, Tennessee, Indiana, UCLA, and I picked UCLA to win it all because I did not want Alabama to win it all. That was about how I went through that, and then I forgot that they had someone get hurt.
Yeah.
But I still picked them anyway. So, because they went into the Pac-12 tournament final without their best players. So, and they barely lost. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Who did you guys said who you picked as your national championship winner, right?
No.
No, it's a secret.
It's a secret. Okay.
Unless you want us to tell you.
I'll tell you if you want.
Okay, Griffin, go ahead.
So in the national championship, I have Alabama beating Texas. I just think their star power is too good. They're well coached. And after that Arizona loss, I don't really see them getting stopped by anybody. Maybe Duke. Duke's pretty hot, but I also like Texas because whoever came out of the Big 12 is obviously going to make a run. And they got elite guard play. They just got a great team. They're pretty experienced, so why not?
All right, Daniel.
Yeah, I got pretty basic pick. Bama versus Houston, 77-75. Bama. They're just a complete team, and they've played much tougher opponents than Houston has. And I think didn't they play each other at one point?
Alabama, yeah, they played each other.
Yeah, Bama won.
Bama won, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go with Bama.
Okay, interesting. I forgot they played each other at one point. It's interesting because you said Houston. I feel like a lot of people have not talked about Houston.
There was They did like some statistic during one of the basketball games, and the number one pick team to win it all was Houston, and then it was Bama.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So we're going based off that. That makes sense.
There is a lot of skepticism though with Houston. I have skepticism because their star guard Marcus Sasser got hurt in the what is that? What's their conference?
American.
Athletic.
In the American Conference Final. So I had a little skepticism because obviously like if your star guard goes down, that's why I have Drake beating Miami because the Miami big man's hurt. So I was just skeptic about Houston. That's why I don't have them going far.
I didn't realize the Miami big man was hurt, but I picked Drake anyway. So.
Yeah, I picked
thank
Drake.
God.
I picked Drake. Yeah.
Phew, okay, good. No, I definitely agree with you there, Griffin. I also saw that the Houston guard got hurt, and they definitely did not look the same when playing Memphis. They really looked out of sync, but Memphis was also just crushing it too. So, I mean, it could go either way. But I think I had Houston in my round of 32 losing. I think it was to Iowa, but I don't think that's going to age well because I think they were losing to Auburn last I looked. Yep, they're still losing by 5. Wow, awesome. So, yeah, I think that's our show. Anyone else have anything to say regarding March Madness? Any comments? Anything you're looking forward to?
I hope Bama doesn't win, even though we all picked Bama to win.
That's that's very true.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. I think that would be a really boring tournament if Bama ended up winning the whole thing because I think that would be really predictable. And that's why I didn't pick them. So, oops. But here we are. Well, thanks guys so much for tuning in to another episode of The Extra Point. We will be back in 2 weeks with another episode because we'll be on spring break next week. So, see you guys later. Bye, everyone.